Hey guys, this is Caleb with DSLR Video Shooter with another review. Today we're looking at the JuicedLink Riggy Assist, which is an incredible preamp. Now, I've been for years and years using the Zoom H4n for pretty much all recording of audio, but I've had the JuicedLink for a couple months. It really has improved my audio greatly. So we're going to listen to some audio, and but first I want to talk briefly about what this thing really is for, and that is obviously it's a preamp. So the whole idea is right now I'm recording through this Rode audio mic, and this thing, has a strength. All mics have, various levels that they output at. So this is a decent mic. There's a lot of mics out there that are super weak, and there's other ones that are really sensitive. And so you have a level coming from the mic, and usually you run that to your camera, and then the camera has a level. So if your mic's right here, you may have to boost it in your camera. If the mic's down here, you really have to push it on the camera. And the problem we have is on a lot of these cameras, the preamps are pretty terrible. So you have to really raise the level within the camera to get proper audio levels. And so because the preamps on these cameras are pretty horrible, you get the noisy audio, you have some issues there. So the beauty of this JuicedLink preamp is that it has an incredible preamp. It really can give you a strong signal to the camera. So the idea is you plug your mic into the JuicedLink, you raise the level in the JuicedLink so that your camera can be as low as possible, and this guy's doing all the work. Okay, so your camera is nice and low. You can keep the levels super low on the camera and get a big, juicy, strong, clean signal from the JuicedLink. So this thing has a lot of features. There's several different models, so I encourage you to check them out on B&H or on the JuicedLink website to look at what would be best for you. This one is the Riggy Assist 222. It has two XLR ports on the side here. They're both locking, which is awesome. And then you have left and right controls, as well as a headphone jack. Some models don't have headphones. If you have headphones on your camera, this one's great for DSLRs like the Canon ones that don't have headphones unless you're using a 5D Mark III or the new 7D. So you can use your headphone here. It also has levels, which you can see on the side there, which is great. There's a ton of different settings that you can change on the bottom of the unit. So I'm not an audio guy, I'm a shooter. So what I love about this is if you're a complete novice, it's pretty easy to use. If you're more intermediate like I am, you can definitely take advantage of some of the features. If you're a complete pro, you know exactly what you're doing. This thing has everything you need and could possibly want to really modify the audio that's going to be headed over to your camera. So now what I want to do is look at three different audio recordings, three pretty popular setups, and to show you kind of the quality level and where the JuicedLink fits in. The first thing we're going to listen to is the Rode NTG2 going straight into the camera through this guy right here. This is a wooden camera A box. So essentially we're just adapting XLR to 1/8 inch and recording in the camera. To get the mic level correct, I had to bring the mic level on the camera up to 0. Okay, so it goes from -12 to 6 or +12. We're at 0 right now, which is pretty high. So the camera's having to work a good amount to get the level on the mic correct. So let's go ahead and listen to that. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3 4. So there you go, that's the mic going straight to the camera. Now let's listen to the mic going to the H4n. So we're not using the camera at all. Now we're doing what's called dual system sound, which many of us have done a lot. To get the mic level correct on the H4n, I had to jack that puppy all the way to 100. And for all these recordings, I'm trying to hit -12, and then from there in post I can bump it up to -6, which is where I want it to lay. So here is the Rode going into the H4n. H4n is completely jacked to get the correct level. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3 4. So that's what that sounds like. Now let's move on to the Rode NTG2 going into the JuicedLink, and then from the JuicedLink to the GH4. And the beauty of this is I was able to drop the GH4 all the way down to -12 and let the JuicedLink do all the work in keeping the signal at the correct level. So here, testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was pretty clean. You can probably notice a big difference. Now I want to do side by sides. First, you're going to hear just my voice, all 3 different recording setups. Then I want you to listen to just the room tone. So no speaking, maybe you'll hear some background noise, but the idea is to hear kind of the noise floor and the different clean levels or dirty levels of each of these recording setups. So take a listen. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. 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 So you can tell the JuicedLink is performing way, way better than the other setups. Now, if you still want to do dual system sound, you could get a JuicedLink, and then actually this is how I'm recording things right now. Because I have this over here and I can't run a cable over to the camera there, I'm running the mic into the JuicedLink and then from there to the recorder. So that's letting me turn this sucker. This is at level 1 recording right now. And then the JuicedLink is only halfway and it's doing all the work, which is really, really great. So I've been using the JuicedLink for several months now. The audio I'm getting is so much better than the stuff I used to record. And it's just a great setup, and it works with all setups. So if you have an incredibly weak mic, this thing can handle it. If you have a sensitive mic, middle of the road mic, no matter what you throw at this guy, it's going to give you a nice, clean, juicy signal going to your camera so that you can drop your camera levels really low and keep the audio nice and clean. To see all the different models and specs, check out JuicedLink.com. You can also go over to B&H and they have all the different models there. I can't rave about it enough. I've really enjoyed it. And so thank you for watching. You can find more tutorials and reviews at DSLRvideoshooter.com.